Welcome to the M.A.C address, the place to go to get the news and information that you can use, as well as get some information that is utter nonsense, but will bring a smile to your face, because that's what we do. Ladies and gentlemen, the M.A.C address starts right now.
Yeah, hey everybody, how y'all doing? And welcome to another episode of the M.A.C address. We're gonna go ahead and do our thing and introduce ourselves.
I'm Malika, the M in Mac.
Visiting guest Ruby.
And that's a good one, Ms. Ruby. I am Krista C in Mac. I'm not feeling my best today. But April, our A in Mac, she will be back Monday. She has some things she had to take care of. So, April, we will see you then. But again, we are the M.A.C address. Then we would like for you guys, before we get started, I would like for you guys, if you like our content, to go and like and subscribe to our page and spread the word about us. You know, we just people just giving y'all good information, some bad information, but whatever information that you could use or make you laugh. So that's what we do. All right, so ladies, how are y'all doing today?
Fine.
Wonderful, wonderful. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. So, you want me to go first? Or you
Sure.
got it? Okay. All right. So there's this. I don't know if it's a new thing that's being said or what, but this whole love language.
The 5 love languages?
Yeah, but is that like something is that old? Something old?
Yeah, it's been around for a little while.
But why is I'm hearing it said more now?
I have no idea. I've heard it for a while.
Oh well, I have. It's like
It's a whole book about it.
Well, I know, but it's just like, I'm like, when I be at work, I be hearing some of the women when they be talking about guys talking about he don't speak my love language. I want him to speak my love language. And I'm like, what is all this called? Because, all this is coming from. Mm-hmm. I guess we have a tendency to take things that was said back then and it could lay dormant for a while and all of a sudden we bring it back. So it just sounds like something fairly new to me, but so I looked it up, and
Was it 7? I forgot how many. 5 or 7.
well, I looked it up and it said it's 5. So it says that the 5 love languages describe 5 ways that people receive and express love in their relationship. These are words of affirmation, quality time, physical touch, acts of service, and receiving gifts. Now,
So if I had to guess, you're more of active service.
active service,
Active service.
I would think I would be all of them.
We all have a little bit, but your stronger suit is acts of service.
So is it based off of is your love language based off of what you're the strongest at doing?
It is based off a series of questions and things that you do
Okay.
in a relationship. I say act of service is like you're always doing something for somebody else.
Okay. All right. So this is what I'm curious about. So let's just say we're dealing with a lady who is single. All right. And she said that the man must speak her love language. And let's just say her love language is she only has one of them. And it's receiving gifts.
And so what's the question?
Well, I mean, wouldn't that be a problem if that's your love language?
But that means she also gives gifts.
Well, that ain't what it says. It says receiving.
Yes, but she also gives gifts. So that's a part of receiving. It's the back and forth.
Women don't give gifts.
Some women do.
Women don't give gifts. Women, y'all consider yourselves as gifts.
That depends on the person.
You don't consider yourself as a gift?
I mean, I do, but that's not.
See what I'm talking about, Miss Ruby?
Putting it out there like that.
Yeah.
Well, but this whole love language thing, is this like a woman's thing? Because I don't really hear guys say stuff like that.
But guys don't get into a lot of relationship stuff. They kind of just float on and go about whatever
What
their
we do?
mind.
They talk
Float.
about relationships.
See, that's why that song
They just float on like.
float on. Do, 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 do. That is a classic one too. So would you say that love is more stronger for a woman than a guy?
love is an action. So and don't. That depends on the person. So no, I don't think it's stronger on either side.
Okay. Well, I mean, I was curious about it because, like I said, it's just one of those things that I just kept hearing.
You know what mine is? Can you even guess?
What your love language
Yes.
is? Let me look at the 5. Let me see what these 5s are. Is it 2 of them?
It could be 2.
Quality time and physical touch.
Yeah, that's my combo.
I hate when you say that. Combinations. Miss Ruby, what's yours? I don't think that's one up. You got the receiving
about it.
gifts and the
No, receiving gift fan is fine. It's like you know that person's thought about you. It's not how much. It's just a thought behind it.
So would you put that in the category of like acts of service? What is acts of service?
That means that you would take them out, or you're cooking them dinner, or you're just doing things for them to make them to show that you love them. That's your way of showing love.
Okay. Now, Miss Ruby, what did you say was yours again?
The 5th one.
The
Receiving.
receiving gifts.
Well, like I said, it doesn't matter how much it costs. It's the point of the person doing something for you.
You are so sweet. Because if you was to say that to some of these other folks right here, they'd be like,
I could have made that man thought about me.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
But you could
I
have.
didn't ask for nothing.
Yeah, you're right. But you could have somebody say, you have a gift for them. I got something for you, and they just look at the bag. Family Dollar. I don't want that. It could just be some candy that they favorite. And they don't. People.
Like some Kirkles.
Yeah.
My circle.
Oh,
So, Miss Malika has gotten into this habit of drinking these.
Circles.
They're called circles, but it looks like it's pronounced Kirkle. And that's what I call them. I don't care if I'm wrong. And it got to the point that me and her both call them. But, I love them and I hate them at the same time. Because, number one, it helps Miss Malika to actually drink more water. So I'm happy about that. But that almost $4 flavored top thing, yeah, those things cost. And she drinks so much water now that it's like
it adding up.
it's adding up.
Because I like the flavor. Need some water.
Now, oh yeah, that's the other thing. Like we have the cooler here, and we have like this 5-gallon water jug thing, which apparently is not a lot. Because she is running through these things like.
Well, it's everybody. Obviously, Nugget gets some water out of there because Malice said, "Damn, Nugget drink water out."
I don't. That's not like that. It's at the faucet.
Well, see, I didn't know Nugget was drinking from it.
She said it last night.
Yeah, but so I wonder how long he been drinking from it. So Nugget just going over here. I thought I'd be hearing that thing turn over in the middle of the night.
It's dry in the morning.
All of a sudden I hear some water hitting this little metal bowl. Like, nah, I get it. All right. But yeah, those little things, and you drink how many a week? How many of those Kirkle tops you use a week?
About
Circles?
3.
You use up 3 circles?
I can.
So she use up 3 circle
how many
things a week.
servings
That's
you
like
got on
$12 a week. And if you multiply that times.
But there's for these things, the serving is I should get 6 20 ounces of water.
Is that what you're getting?
Yeah.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
I wasn't believing it either. I was like, oh, I'm going through it fast, but no. And when I think about it, I'm like, oh, I've had 2 or 3 at work and then 2 or 3 tonight.
Yeah. So, like I said,
They're that good.
For me, yeah. I like this flavor.
Miss
Now,
Ruby,
there's other flavors that are funky. It's
Miss
like,
Ruby, they taste like Kool-Aid. You just keep adding water to it.
What, sweetness? Anything?
yeah, it has sweetness to it. That's why I drink it.
Just take like a teaspoon of Kool-Aid and put in a gallon of water, and that's what they taste like.
He just said water, incomplete.
And maybe add a pinch of sugar, and that's what it tastes like.
But it still counts towards your water.
Yeah, because it's 0 sugar, 0 calories, 0. It's just flavor.
Yeah, well, those most, and it's one, and I can't get mad at her for it because she's sticking with it. It's like she had this. How big of
It was a whole gallon.
She had a big old gallon jug of water and can't even find that thing right here. Though. It's at work well.
On the shelf.
Collecting dust.
Yeah.
They
Everybody's like, wow, you're drinking all that water. It just gets boring. I need flavor.
Yeah, well.
If a Kirkle was that big, they have a 32 ounce. But if it was 32 ounce, I probably would drink it. It would probably be like twice a day. But
Supposed to drink, they say.
Yeah, well, I could just take the old fashioned. And I told her, I said, why don't you just add some Mio to it? You know,
they
just squeeze.
just as much, and I squeeze a lot. So it doesn't matter.
So you squeeze a lot of the Mio, but you don't use a lot of the Kirk. Well, maybe you do use a lot of it. I don't know.
But it's the same. In the end, Mio's cost just as much as a Kirkle. Because I've bought Mio's. The only thing that doesn't cost as much is those Country Time lemonades. And you only get 6 for $1.50.
Yeah, but Country Time lemonade is delicious. That is some old stuff, but it just say summertime all in it when you pour it in the glass. Love it. So thank y'all for helping me get a better understanding. I mean, I had an idea of the love language. I thought it was maybe something that was new because it's like I'm hearing it more often. But like I said, I'm only hearing it from like women.
But that's what most relationship stuff you only hear from women. Their complaints, their, whatever.
Their complaints. Their complaints.
Women talk more than men do.
Their complaints. Yeah.
In our talking, they talking to their friends who aren't talking to everybody else.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah, you went about your complaints.
If we don't say nothing, we don't get nothing.
But y'all ain't saying it to us. You're saying it to your friends.
Well, sometimes we've already said it to you multiple times.
You know
then
what?
that's when it goes into the friends. Like,
But it makes me wonder something. When you women, when y'all complain about something that's wrong, and you say it to your friends, is like the back end mental logic is like the friend should come back and say something to the guy, say, hey, listen, she needs this, that, and you need to act right.
That's never it, because then if that happens, then the man mad and a whole bunch of
putting
drama.
our business out in the street.
Yeah, so no, that's not why. It's just getting it out. Maybe they got some logic or something.
This room, what he said? Putting business out in the street.
Putting business out in the
street. You don't put Kane's business out there in the streets. That ain't what you do.
No.
Oh man. Well, okay, but like I said,
sometimes we just venting, just getting it out.
See, but he don't understand the venting part.
I do.
I tell you, my friends vent all the time. And you like, why are they talking?
The problem that I have with her telling me about her friends venting is that the vent, when they vent to her, instead of her just, because see, when you vent, you just being that ear, that they can listen to.
Yeah.
You ain't supposed to take it in, absorb it. You're just supposed to be that ear so they can just let it all out. It takes a toll on her emotionally. That's what I don't like. Because then, because sometimes you'll come home, you'll be in a mood, and I'm like, what's wrong? Old girl, in her home. And I'm like, that ain't got nothing to do with you. Nothing.
But that makes me mad.
I know it makes you mad. But
taking it, put it in.
But
they make me mad.
I keep trying to tell you, though, you can't.
I know I can't solve their problems, but it makes me mad. I can still have my feelings and opinions about it.
I know, but Miss Ruby, WP problems at home. You know what I'm talking about, right? They are a whole nother realm by themselves when it comes to compared to us, especially when it comes to like kids. Because we tend to actually discipline our kids when they acting up.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
No, some parents, new age mamas, no.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the kid needs to be snatched.
Well, you know what, you're right. But I'm talking about like, you're the mom, and what you what generation what?
I don't know what my
What your mom was? She was a baby boomer or?
Yeah,
you're a boomer.
I'm a boomer.
Okay,
I'm a
you
boomer.
know the
other
baby,
ones,
the baby boomer parents and their children. You know, y'all believed in actual discipline. If your child is not acting right or something like that, you let them know
yeah.
you messed up. You got to suffer a
So
consequence.
the Generation X,
Yeah, but the way they do. Wait, huh?
that's us.
Well, yes, us. But you know what? But we have a.
Some of us have evolved into this new logic.
The
But what
problem.
you take, like I said, I believe in disciplining the kid. My point was 3 strikes, you out. I tell you once, I tell you twice, the third time, it's a big time.
Miss Ruby looking at me. She scared me. She like, you hit me? 3 of them. That's all you get.
But then they know why they got the beating. They know they did wrong. They messed up somewhere.
They got a whooping.
Yeah, you get whooping 3 times.
That's why they got the beat.
Yeah, because
The
sometimes
mama
a
never
kid,
beat.
you get, we would get whooped. What did I do?
I,
Well, there were so many of y'all, so it'd be like, what did I do? You forgot. Like, oh,
Yeah.
I was already doing this stuff over here.
But you know, babe, we kind of hit on this at one particular point. It's like, you know, with all of these, and of course you can put it on social media with everybody wanting to be liked, and it's got to the point where it's taking a toll on the people of, you know, what with Generation X, on the Generation X side, because you know we get to the point where we just got to be on TikTok and all this other stuff and be seen, but at the same time it's almost like we're in competition with our very kids. So it's like it almost like it I'm not gonna say it makes them, what's the word I want to say? I don't want to say it's dumber. It doesn't make the person less mature, but it makes them act that way, make them act less mature.
Well, it comes from society now that don't want you to spank your kids at all. You can't reason with a 2-year-old. They don't know nothing. They can't understand what you're trying to. Okay, you understand. Okay, if I do that, I'm gonna get hit. So no, I know not to do that again. But that's what society takes parents now, so they don't. And the kids have no fear.
No.
And that right there is a problem. That right there is a problem
But
because
then the parents back their kids. So
Yes.
when there's something going on at school and the teacher's like, I'm looking for help and support, figure out how to help this child, and they're like, you doing it wrong.
Yeah.
let me tell y'all what happened today. Well, not today. This was maybe sometime maybe last year. An old friend had hit me up, and you know we never had anything going on like that. But you know we went to school together, and she found me on our martial arts page, and she hit me up. And I remember her having a child she was having a lot of problems with. And what she told me, I could not believe. I asked her, I said, so how is your son? And she's like, well, not good. She said, I had to bail him out of jail for doing a school shooting. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm sorry. No, she said I had to pay $11,200 to bail him out for a shooting at school. So naturally I'm asking, so wait, was your son? No, first thing I asked her was I said, how old is your son again? She said, my son is 22. So you already know what the first question is.
Yeah.
What did you say it is?
What is he doing?
Like it's a school shooting and
Yeah,
your
what
son
school-
is 22.
What
Yeah,
school
well,
he
I
at? He
see
in college
school.
or what?
High school.
So
First-
is it slow?
He don't go to the school. He had some friends that go to that school. So I'm thinking to myself, what your 22-year-old self doing at the school?
Yeah.
So come to find out, and I asked her about it, she said, oh, he got some acquaintances up there. And I'm thinking to myself,
Meet him after school. We're like, why are we at the school?
Acquaintances,
Yeah.
that's jail bait.
so then, yeah, when you say
Are
it
you
like
selling
that,
drugs to these kids?
I don't know. But I didn't even go into that because I was curious about what the snack. So I had asked her, then I had said, so was your son doing the shooting? She said, no. She said he wasn't doing the shooting, but 2 of his friends got shot.
So why is he in jail?
Exactly. I was wondering the same thing. Why did you have to pay over $10,000 to bail your son out? Because I had said if it was me, he would have stayed in there.
Yeah, I already told Nala that a long time ago.
You told Nala.
What was he doing there anyway? It's high school.
That was her answer. He had some acquaintances there.
Still, what he doing at the high school?
Yeah,
Wait till they get out of school. You can't
Yeah.
talk to him. They his client.
Miss Ruby, it was almost like pulling teeth when I asked. So then I said, well, why would you even pay that kind of money? Because she said, I didn't want my son to be roped up in the system or in jail or something like that.
But if he's done wrong,
But-
or if he's with the wrong people, then I can't help you.
But you know what? He's always been that way. He's always been the type that do like I only knew of him. And it's like there have been issues where and it's always seemed to be some kind of gun involved. You know, his girlfriend had broke up with him. So the girlfriend moved on and he decided to follow her doing some Orange Juice Jones stuff and follow her, and when she saw him with the guy, he firing shots up in the air.
Oh wow.
But he fired 3 shots in the air, but he actually did a shot when his arm was moving up. So a bullet actually hit that guy's windshield. Could have hit both of them.
Oh wow. Nope.
He had and this boy has he has like 4 kids, and she's keeping all of them.
Nope, not today.
I said, wow. I said, you.
Okay, where the mama in this? Where the mamas?
Yeah, you're right. Where the mamas?
Yeah, Nyla already knows if she's in the wrong crowd and she goes to jail or she done something. I'm like, it's gonna hurt, but that's where you gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
You chose this
Well,
route.
sometimes you might be the one time, the first time.
That depends on what that is.
Yeah, depending on what it is too. But depends on what happened, what went down. But for him, he's so like and they keep doing it. They'll
Yeah.
keep doing it.
But
So
that's
it makes
what
me
I'm-
wonder, because I think we were talking about, who was I talking about? I was talking to somebody, and it just makes me wonder about the boys. It's like, why is there always some type of issue? It's like they hit hormones and puberty and they lose their mind, and it's like hard for them to get back.
You know, the pattern that I'm seeing is that when boys get older and they're only being raised by their mom, it seems like that's like been almost like the foundation to boys acting up. Because, you know, they get, like you said, hormones and all that stuff kick in, and then they get to the point where they feel like,
They
you my
listen to
mama,
their
you just a
so-called
woman,
friends
you
more
can't
than
tell me
parents.
what to do. I'm the man. You know, they
Not
get
today,
like
sir.
that. And then yeah, that's when you have to, you know,
Punch him in his chest.
I was just about to say that. But the problem is it ain't enough chest punching.
Yeah.
No.
You know, you feel like, you know, because in this day and age, some of these kids you just can't talk to. You got
They have no fear.
Yeah.
They have none. I fear if I got in trouble at school, you can call police. Don't even call my mama.
I'm like this.
I
If
only did
you
it one time, nope, I ain't getting in trouble.
I'm like this. I mean, and the problem and the thing with that is, Miss Ruby and baby, it don't take long for a child to
No,
develop
it's already
a no
developed in kindergarten.
Yes, because they look at it like this. If
5 and 6 year olds.
if a child is constantly grabbing a knife and you keep saying, put that knife down, the first couple of times might scare them. But unless you pop them and let them know that it's
Shock
wrong,
'em.
some type of shock system,
To their system.
yeah. If you just keep telling them, they already know that's all you're gonna do. So why would they be? They ain't gonna be afraid.
They got no
of that.
fear now.
Yeah.
Because if they get in trouble and their parents want to beat them, they can call them
Defects.
defects on them.
So with that being said, it's almost like society is actually helping kids get like this.
Yeah.
Because all they have to do is just, like you said, just call the police or call, who says
Defects.
call DFACS, and they next thing you know, there's a problem. Knowing that that's the type of stuff that it takes to to raise a kid. I mean, when they say it takes a village to raise a child,
It does.
It does.
it used to be if you act up, you got a butt whipping from everybody. Everybody who loved you and cared about you, who know you did wrong.
They make sure they told your mom and dad.
I got hold to them. Shoot,
Take you home, straight home to them.
Get them. That's it. But I look at it like a couple of years. It's been probably, I don't think there was one this year, but 2 years in a row, there was some elementary school student, one in here in Atlanta, where he stabbed his teacher. He was mad at his teacher, pulled his knife out his book bag and stabbed her. I think it was South Carolina, somewhere in the States, where a first grader shot his teacher. He had threatened, and he'd been in trouble a few times. The teacher she left a trail that this dude is crazy. Brought the gun to school. Some students told on him, and it was show and tell, and he got mad and shot at her, and the bullet went through her hand because she was trying to block it.
Yeah.
But we still got to survive.
See, so that for you to sit there and say that, a week of teacher appreciation,
Not
no,
enough.
that ain't enough. Y'all need to get a whole, y'all need to get a whole season, a whole year, like
No, parents need to be parents.
Yeah.
They want to be their friend now.
You're right, Ms. Ruth. Parents want to be the child's friend, but they want the school to raise their kid.
That's
Yes,
it.
that's true.
That is so
Somebody
true.
else to raise it.
That is parents. You trying to potty train them. It doesn't matter what age. And if they're not doing it at home, it's gonna show. So us doing it because we see them more,
You
it's
got
still
more.
not gonna work because you've messed it up over the weekend.
Because I remember you said that, a while back, y'all made great progress with one of your students, and when the summer hit, it's almost like they came back and all that progress was just gone.
And it didn't happen over the weekend. When you take the summer,
Well, gosh darn it.
it just, if you don't do it, it doesn't happen. I know it's hard being a parent. It's not an easy task. Times where I just didn't think I was gonna make it.
Yeah, but
I was
but I'm like this. You're right. It's not easy being a parent, but if you're not up for the task, don't put yourself in a position to where you can be one. I mean, if you know that the child you are not mentally capable of dealing with a child, let your child be with a family who is. Because one of the problems that we have now is we have too many kids that are, number one, they're too smart now. They're too smart, and they don't have that level of discipline in them to where they use that intelligence for something more productive. They can easily get guns. They can easily get drugs. All these school shootings that's been happening in the country is absurd.
It is definitely
Absurd. And I don't know how many more it's gonna take for them to realize, something has to be done. Because apparently we can sit up here and have rallies and all this other stuff all
in my
day
day,
long.
kids had guns. The ones who went hunting and stuff. They have on the back of their truck, they rifles sitting in their truck. They parked their trucks at school. We had guns at school, but they wasn't for shooting. They knew where they were going. They had them on them.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, we did that about.
I feel like I've seen them.
Yeah,
You was back there in Miss Ruby time.
No, it's just the country.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah. I mean,
in their trucks, and they little racks up there, and they rifles sitting in their trucks and stuff. They going hunting that weekend.
I think it's like that in some places still. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I never forget when I went to Cordell, Georgia, and I saw these guys. It was young boys. They had some rifles. They were just. One dude had a pot, and the other guy was aiming in the tree, and he'll shoot a squirrel down and catch him in the pot. Next thing you know, he ran in the house. And you hit a little the stove.
Wow, you watching a movie.
No, I'm saying they having world?
They were saying
Goulash.
They knew what the rifle was for. It wasn't for to shoot somebody. And they didn't think about bringing it into the school. But they had them on. They were out there in the parking lot. All them rifles and guns. You could walk. We didn't think nothing about it.
Yeah, but they just. I think Miss Ruby, your generation, y'all knew what was what. In my opinion, if you had a gun, you gonna do some hunting. That's exactly what it was gonna be for.
And that's all they did with them. And they would have them in school in the parking lot. Nowadays they just want to shoot.
They just want to shoot everything now. All right.
Like it doesn't bother them though.
Yeah, that is true. All right, well, let me ask y'all this. Let me get to it first. All right, so do y'all believe that the saying everything happens for a reason? What about people who don't have specific people in their lives that they feel like they should and they still come out successful?
But it still happened for a reason.
What I mean, I hear what you're saying, but what I'm saying is kids or kids without their moms, kids without their dads, kids without their parents. Do you think, and those children and those kids grow up to be successful? Those parents that are not in their lives, is that how it's supposed to be?
Sometimes. Because you don't know what the parent was going through.
Yeah.
Why they couldn't be in their life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Parent could have been a drug addict.
Yeah.
Parent could have just abandoned the kid.
Yeah.
Or mentally not able to handle.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but I get that. But let's.
Oh, I mean, even the parent might have just died. No, there might have been an accident or something. The kid survived.
But what about the parents that just didn't want the responsibility? And
but how do you know that? So that's a loaded question, because you don't know they didn't want the responsibility. Because prior to now, there was a window of abortion that they could have went to.
Yeah. Well, okay, can you apply that to men?
What?
Dads
that just don't want to be.
That just don't want the responsibility.
I guess so, because a lot of them, they just turn away.
Yeah, they just walk away.
Not a big deal, but that's always been. That's the horse and buggy. They left on the horse and buggy. Yeah. Never came back.
Okay, but
my great granddaddy did that.
So we'll keep it on the guy. So if a man leaves his child, I don't want to take care of you. I don't want you in my life. I don't want the responsibility of you. Okay, that child grows up and become highly successful. The dad not being in the life, was that supposed to happen?
Yes, it's like divine intervention. If you
say that again.
Divine intervention.
Get close to the mic and say that.
Divine intervention.
Oh yeah.
Yes, you never know what God has for you.
Go on, preach.
Silly. But you never know.
That is true.
So yes, everything happens for a reason. We might not understand it at the moment or the time, but everything happens for a reason.
Even the bad stuff.
Even the bad stuff.
Yeah, we gotta learn. You learn. That's how you learn stuff going through.
That's what makes you who you are.
That's true.
Makes you stronger too.
That's true. I've told you this before, but because I was raised by just my mom, at one particular point, my family looked at me as being the person who was going to be in and out of jail, have a whole bunch of kids somewhere, dead somewhere, and I'm not saying that successful, but I'm all right.
Yeah.
I got a good head on my shoulders. I work. I take care of my business. I'm not doing anything like what they said, but that was the outlook for me, simply because my dad wasn't in my life. So.
But why would they want to think that way? Even if they felt that way, they should be willing to try to help. So you wouldn't be going down that path.
Let me clean that up a little bit. I'm not going to say my entire family. There were specific family members. Ones, where the mom and dad was raising their sons. Those are the ones that was like that.
So in that case, they should. If they felt that way, they should be.
They're trying to help you more.
bringing you in to help you along the way.
You would think that.
Yeah.
But actually what was going on was that they were so focused on making sure that their kids wasn't going to be like that. And you know, and what eventually ended up happening was that they put so much pressure on them, giving them everything that they want, buying them Jordans and then
you don't give.
Yeah, and you know, without earning, and then next thing you know, one of them, you know, I ain't gonna throw them out on the bus, but you got one doing this, you got the other one doing that, and they all, and then when I go around them and they look at me and they see all the things that I'm doing, you know, they want to talk to me like I'm their prize child. I'm like, no.
You didn't contribute to nothing.
Like, no, I'm here to see my mom. I just stopped by to see you, you know, because I'm a good guy. All right. Okay, so we have, we're doing pretty good. So we reached that point here. So, Miss Malika,
So
it's time for your random facts. It's now time for your head to explode from the new knowledge with Malika's random facts.
See, I never know when they coming.
I told you I was coming to halfway point, and I didn't even tell you when that was, did I?
Yeah, no, you said I'm gonna come back to you. So we're still on human random facts.
Oh, here we go.
So when a human blushes, they feel it in the lining of the stomach as they turn red. So it's like, I guess all the blood flows to your cheeks, and you feel it. I guess you feel it. I mean, when you think
feel it in the face, maybe. I don't feel it in my
Talking about when you're blushing?
yeah,
Really?
yeah, it comes from your stomach. Once the oxygen supply is cut off, a human brain can survive up to 3 to 6 minutes.
That's it.
That's
And just to add on to that, you start losing oxygen right then and there. Because I think once you get to like, I'm just guessing, I think is when you hit like 7%, you're almost considered brain dead.
because we need the oxygen. And humans develop fingertips from the time they were embryos, only 3 months after they are conceived. This means that just after the first trimester, the baby has fully developed fingertips at 3 months.
So you can fingerprint an embryo and know which one stole the pack of Oreos.
That is it. So but then at 3 months, it looks like an alien.
Yeah.
It's a little like a tadpole almost.
So it almost sounds like you can actually identify an embryo before you actually know what sex is going to be.
Yeah.
That's
what it sounds like.
That is crazy.
Yeah, a human heart can beat outside the body as well.
Ain't it situations out there where that has happened to some kids that were born?
Yeah, like it developed outside of the body. Yeah.
Last time I seen something like that was on a Resident Evil video game, and they have to aim to shoot that. You Halloween in it today.
Yeah, compared to last week where y'all was like, yeah, this is too much.
Ms. Rube, you heard it last week on Random Facts. Boy, she was going all about tomato vaginas, and it was, oh my God, millions of, she said sperm. That on the show. That's the part that got me. I'm like, she just said it right here.
And the last random fact of the day, in a lifetime, a human produces 25,000 quarts of saliva, which is enough to fill almost 2 swimming pools. A lot of spit.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Shoot, I did that this past couple of days was the way I was feeling. Oh, yeah, I was spit. Oh, yeah, that's me there right, all day long.
So all the drool, see all that.
So you to put a swimming pool worth of spit on a shirt when you go to sleep. That's my baby.
Little puddle.
Miss Ruby, when we'll lay back there, we'll watch a show. I'll watch it, and then she'll watch it, and then go to sleep. And I told her how she get when she get to sleep. When she go to sleep, because she'll be kind of like tense, and when she go to sleep, she just go flat like that, like just. And I might as well do the countdown because here it comes. That means she's sleeping good. And they're like, baby, you gonna roll over? There it is. Right there on my shirt.
I've gotten better over the drool.
She has, but it's you know.
I
but,
just drool on my hand and I just wipe it.
But you know, you like to rub my face with it. Like, baby. I'm like, I see that. Old spots. What's that for your random facts there?
Yes.
All right, that is Malika's random facts. You are now officially smarter than you was 5 minutes ago, thanks to Malika's random facts. All right, so
We was going to talk about Teacher Appreciation Week.
yeah, let's go and get into that.
So I'm thankful for the week, but you know we could get a lot more free stuff or a lot more money.
I believe y'all will appreciate more of the money than the free stuff.
Yes, always.
Yeah.
Because nobody makes a whole lot to do much anything. It's just, if it's just you, it's just making it to the next pay period to pay the rest of your bills.
You know
Unless
what?
you got 5 degrees and then you're all right.
Has that gun thing passed?
I don't know if it's passed. I know they were talking about, you know, having teachers, if you took a class and had a gun concealed and put away in your classroom, you get like an extra $500 for safety purposes.
But is it like? But it was like an extra $500.
It's just then.
But
I don't think it was throughout the year.
But I thought y'all
But
was
even
gonna.
in the Wild West days, when they had guns, they carried all the time. Did they have school shootings back then?
No,
No.
They were trying to protect the schools.
You mean the schoolhouse?
Yes.
No, they didn't.
And their guns are all over the place.
Shoot, I'm pretty sure they probably had guns at the school. They ain't gonna pull them out on nobody.
That was a place to be protected, but it's hard to protect schools now.
You know what? It's really not. If we had firmer gun laws, yeah, it could be done. Australia had one school shooting, and they increased their gun laws. They ain't had one since.
No, the politician won't let them cost up.
Cost it money.
Yeah.
Everything's always about money.
Oh yeah.
And they getting that money under the table saying, okay.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's how they do.
But, you know, I mean, this week, I feel like, you know, the teachers, the parents have, you know, done some things today. We had pizza and
Ooh,
cupcakes.
ooh. Slow you down.
And then yesterday they had a treat or something, and tomorrow some little treat, and then Wednesday Chick-fil-A is coming, and everybody gets a meal from Chick-fil-A.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
So it sounds like is the restaurants doing this for you guys? Or?
It's like the parent, they call it Parent Association something.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the parents of the schools.
So it's not even a school.
No,
Do
Ridiculous.
they still have PTAs?
it's called PAC, I think. It's not PTA. It's something else. Everywhere it's a different name. But I mean, it should come from the parents because these are their kids that we're teaching. Because for my group of kids, we're lucky if we get a thank you.
I think they should have a teacher tax for parents.
I think the teacher tax for parents should be you come in and you help teach the class. So they can see what we go through.
You would want that. You would want the teacher. You want the parent in there with you helping
Oh,
teach.
they can teach. We'll just tell them what to do. Like, here you
Yeah.
go. Here's your list of stuff. We right here if you need us.
Yeah.
But we got other paperwork we could be working on.
Yeah, but all I hear is I don't want my child doing this.
No, it doesn't. This is the class. You
This
know
is what they learning.
This is what they're learning. If you don't like something, then you can change it up, but keep it in that realm of what we're supposed to be talking about.
No, well, I hear you.
Yeah, because then they would really see what we go through. They just think, oh, they're just babysitting, high, glorified babysitters, and they don't do anything. If they realize the abuse and the disrespect that teachers go through, then they would probably help, hopefully, change
I
their
don't
kid.
know, because the kids do that at school. They probably talk to them the same way.
But you know what? The parents know the that kids do that because it's all over social media. It's all over TikTok and everything like that. But this is what tickles me about that is that you can see a video of this child being highly disrespectful to the teacher. There's no problem. But as soon as the child can actually just hit the teacher.
I think that was something on there I saw
Yeah.
yesterday. Some student, I want to say it was an elementary student, smacked the sub.
But as soon as the sub smack back or the teacher smack back,
This is
then there's the
self-defense.
problem.
This is self-defense now. The kid hit me.
But in the state of Georgia, we can do that. It's just that we don't know that and we don't practice it. Only reason why I know that is because of a security officer told us that.
What?
Yeah,
You mean tell me y'all can strike back?
as self-defense.
Oh, yeah, shoot, that everything be self-defense. Like, I dare you to hit me. Self-defense.
But because, parents want to sue or,
Yeah.
scream and holler like we just abusing. It's like, I get there's some bad apples. That's everywhere in anything.
Yeah.
But most of them aren't. They don't get into this field to treat kids bad.
Right. They don't have alternative schools no more, do they?
Oh, they just got rid of them.
Really? They need to bring them bad boys back.
They recently now everybody's.
Nope. They need to bring-
We had them, but you didn't hear about because there wasn't that many kids there. Because
I heard them alternative schools, they used to treat them like they was in jail. So it'll make you act right.
yeah, so
They need to bring them back. Play Welcome to the Jungle every time they come in.
because the kids today's kids gonna be weak as they get
Yeah.
older. They can't handle nothing. They can't handle stress.
Nope. They barely want to work.
Yep.
Okay.
Everything supposed to be handled to them on the silver. I want this. I want that.
I'm glad you want it. Me too.
But some parents give it to them. Keep
Yep.
giving it to them till they get. What?
They give it to them
I got a
just so they don't have to
40-year-old
say
person
that.
in my house now. They ain't working.
Oh, that's like Willie on the Family.
She been watching this old show.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
I was watching my day family.
She had me watching this one scene where this woman just talking about some.
She had a miscarriage.
Yeah.
And he was trying to get her to show some pain because she was just like, it happens and she's all good and consoling everybody else. And so he was just.
She wasn't dealing with it.
She wasn't dealing with it, so he was saying stuff to make her deal with it, and she's just smacking him. It sounds horrible.
It sounded like somebody kept throwing the book flat on the floor.
Oh, dang.
He did
Like,
like 3
woo.
times. I was like, wow. Today, that lady would have got pushed down or knocked down herself.
All right. Well, listen here, y'all. We got one last thing here to do because we are running out of time. So we're going to do this. We played this game once before. It is called First Things First. No time to think, only to answer. That's how it is when you're playing First Things First. I say something to you, you say the first thing that comes to mind.
Yes.
So since it's just, you two ladies, we're going to take this as well, it ain't going to be a practice run. It's going to actually be the run to do it the right way. So this is how this is going to work. So, Ms. Ruby, you know what? I'm going to ask you the questions. Baby, you have to put the headphones on so you don't hear the questions. All right, Miss Ruby, here we go. First things first. I ask you the questions. You got to tell me the first thing that come to mind. Okay, you ready?
You go ahead.
All right, here we go. A giraffe tongue is so long, you bet it can easily eat some.
A snake.
You had no money to pay your bill, so you played with your.
The lottery.
She Cody.
When you make green ultra, you must use plenty of.
Water.
There you go. After riding a horse for 10 minutes, you had to take a.
Step down.
Chicken hell.
She's trying to say what you think you said.
Trying to read the lip.
Uh-huh. Okay. You hugged your friend, smelled her breath, and said, "Girl, did you eat a?"
Onion.
You
did.
thinking, girl. You thinking. You mix 300 buns with 2 cats, and that will make some.
Some crap.
Papa crap.
You can't think about it now, Maru. You just gotta come on and say it. Ready?
That was it. That's what I thought about.
Okay.
Something about some popcorn?
Forget cow milk and goat milk. Forget cow milk and goat milk. You should drink from a.
Bull. I don't know.
What? Some books?
You said first thing.
Gatorade is okay to drink as long as you're not.
Thirsty.
A coyote.
She sit up there just trying to figure out what you're saying. Okay, you're gonna get this get because you're wearing your best go get 'em.
Outfit.
Okay.
Alvin.
My parents won't stop saying. No, I'm sorry. My parent won't stop saying, "I don't care. I like eating your."
Hair.
Okay, good.
You got
good.
him.
Baby,
Yeah.
let me tell you something. Everything you said was wrong. I mean, everything.
Go in the ballpark.
I was reading your lips. I was just seeing how that goes.
I mean, everything was wrong.
That was fun.
All right, so you ready? I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you the same question.
Oh, she
You
don't
just-
have to?
No. She already did it.
I did.
All right, so here we go. Ask
She
you.
could. She should wear them and see what she could.
Oh.
Okay, go ahead. Ms. Ruth.
Want to read your lips?
What? You gonna see if you gonna try to figure out what she said?
Yeah. That's. Can you hear me now?
So you got to try to figure out what she's saying. Okay.
It just need to be louder.
Okay. All right. So you ready, baby? Okay.
Yeah.
A giraffe tongue is so long, you bet it can easily eat some.
Ants.
Cake.
You had no money to pay your bill, so you paid it with your.
Friends.
Freeze.
Makes no sense. Either one of us.
When you make green ocha, you must use plenty of.
Greens.
Weeds.
After riding a horse for 10 minutes, you had to take a.
Dump.
The bubble.
Okay. You hug your friend, smelled her breath, and said, "Girl, did you eat a?"
I don't know.
You don't know.
Yeah, that's your answer. All right, here we go. You mix 3 honey buns with 2 cats, and that will make a.
Cat poop.
Child abuse.
2 more, 3 more. Gatorade is okay to drink as long as you're not.
Thirsty.
Thirsty.
Yeah. You're gonna get this gig because you're wearing your best go get 'em.
Hat.
Hat.
Why you saying it? My parent won't stop saying, "I don't care. I like eating your."
Food.
Fluid.
Okay. All right, you take your headphones off now, Ms. Rue.
You got some of them right, bro.
Yeah, you did, Ms. Rue, but
Yeah,
let me tell you.
I can read. I read the lips.
That was ridiculous. That actually worked much better than how I planned it. So yeah, so that's what we gonna do. We gonna have the people who had the headphones on. We gonna ask the question, and we gonna see what people think they gonna say. That I like that.
Yes, I think Miss April would like that.
Yeah, I think so too. All right, y'all. Well, listen, y'all got anything else?
No, I'm good.
All right, Miss Ruby.
What was some of the stuff you said?
It wasn't fluid. What did I say? I said food.
Food.
That's fluid.
I like eating your food, and you said fluid. And about the giraffe tongue,
I said ant, and you said
a snake.
No, that was my answer. Snake.
no. It was something else.
Would you?
I had
And then
said
there was something about child abuse. And
Yeah,
I-
abuse.
Yeah, but I didn't say that. I didn't say nothing about abuse. You have to go back and listen to it.
Yeah, that's right. That's gonna force y'all to go back and listen to it. All right. Well, listen. So if nobody else have anything, then I guess we can go ahead and wrap up this episode here. Couple of things here. So
Drink Kirkles.
listen, don't get addicted to this Kirkle thing. It gets more expensive than sodas. She gonna drink it like she on a commercial, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, Kirkles are good for you. If it helps you intake
more
of drinking
water.
more water, go for it. You know, some people don't like to drink plain water. It needs a little flavor. The Kirkul is definitely the way to go. No sugar, won't spike your insulin. So yeah, go for it. I just don't like because I have to keep buying these things.
Thank you.
Also, what else we talked about?
The 5 love languages.
The 5 love languages. Don't, try to be balanced with all of them. Don't just give one, and don't expect. And the one that's about giving gifts, leave her alone. Leave him alone. If that's all if it
But
takes
she
you
was
to.
about receiving gifts.
Yeah, but your mom kind of went into detail. She was like, it doesn't matter how much it is, but in this day and age, it matters to some people. You can't even take them to, if they ain't going to Ruth Chris or something like that, you take them to the local diner, they got a problem with that.
Yeah, like some people I know.
Who? Don't you look at me. I ain't got no problem with going to the diner. You just got to be upscale. All right, so what else? What else we talked about?
We talked about appreciating our teachers.
Yes. Is it this week?
Yes, this
It is Teacher Appreciation Week. Let me tell y'all something. These teachers go through a teacher's job has actually become one of the most dangerous jobs in the country. For them to get up and go and deal with the risk that they deal with every 5 days a week, and
the mountains of paperwork never ending.
With the low pay that they deal with, just let that teacher know that you appreciate them.
Yes,
because,
even if it's a card.
Yeah.
And,
just
say
let
thank
them
you.
know, because they go through, they get the short end of the stick on everything, but they get up every morning to make sure your child get the education that they're supposed to.
Yeah, Tiffany Harris on The View today, and she had wrote a book, and she was talking about, she bought stuff about the Teacher Appreciation Day. And she made such a deal of it. I guess she had talked about to them earlier. They found the teacher that she appreciated and brought her on the show.
Oh,
That was nice.
Yeah, she had seen it in years and stuff. She said that teacher made a difference in her life.
Yeah. I wish I could have done that for the teacher that did for me, but he recently passed. And he was a teacher, but he was like a teacher for me after I got out of college, So, because he came into my life when I got depressed because I had to leave college. And then he started training me in IT stuff and got me into the IT, world. So yeah. So definitely show the teachers out there appreciation.
There are some teachers out there that go beyond.
And appreciate them, because I know some of these teachers that go way above and beyond, and then that same family will stab them in their back. I've seen it.
Show the appreciation.
And mean it.
Because you can have a child that can be, act certain way. They go to school, they done mess themselves, and you come home and they wearing some different clothes. That means the teacher cared enough about them to put them on some different clothes and not have them walk around smelling like uppercuts. If there's some things bad in your life that has happened, but you come out successful, look back on your life and be grateful for it. Be thankful for it, because that, like Miss Malika said, pay it forward. Like Miss Malika said, it made who you are. The people who make the decisions to not be in your life, don't hold a grudge against them. I mean, reason being is because the actions that they made is what got you where you are. It's one of the things that got you to where you are. Because one of the best ways that you can show somebody that I'm not going to hold you against what the wrongs that you did is by doing what you can to not be like them. All right. So also, like I said, if you like our podcast, go back and check out the old ones and make sure you like and subscribe. Like I said, we're just family here. We're sharing our knowledge with you, sharing our opinions with you. Hope you got some laughs, and we hope you got some knowledge too.
Yes, we got a lot of saliva.
We got a lot of saliva. We can swim, fill up some swimming pools. That is so nasty. What if somebody actually just did that? Just had a swimming pool. I spit in this thing for a whole long time. Nasty swimming pool spit. All right. Well, other than that, we're going to go ahead and say our goodbye. So, panel, y'all say goodbye.
See you later.
Bye, later. Y'all have
Alligator.
No, you didn't. Have a good one, everyone.
Baby continents.
That was for Nala.